This is not a beach. It is a place where death lies in wait. Just one moment of slowing down, and everything ends. Beneath every crack in the rock, a predator is waiting. A single small movement is enough to awaken death. Just one mistake, and there is permanent disappearance. Marine iguana and the snake swarm, the escape on the beach of death. The Galapagos archipelago in the light of dawn. Black lava stretches all the way to the waterline. Nothing suggests this is one of the most dangerous shores on the planet. Thousands of marine iguanas lie basking on the lava rock. Their body temperatures are gradually rising after the cold night. In a few seconds, one small individual will begin to move. Hidden in rock crevices and lava hollows, Galapagos snakes are waiting. A single small movement is all it takes to activate their entire hunting mechanism. This is a story about a moment. The moment when a reflex, one fraction of a second too slow, is the difference between life and death on this beach of death. The marine iguana is the only reptile in the world that lives and forages in the ocean. They exist only on the Galapagos archipelago and nowhere else on Earth. Young marine iguanas hatch from sand nests and must find their own way to the sea. No maternal protection, no group, only instinct and the harsh terrain ahead. Marine iguanas are ectotherms, so reflex speed depends on body temperature. In the early morning, when the body is still cold, they move slowly and are at their most vulnerable. Galapagos snakes evolved in parallel with marine iguanas on this archipelago. They are not venomous, but they possess reaction speed and group coordination rarely seen in snakes. One Galapagos snake glides through a rock crevice, tongue touching the ground continuously to collect scent signals and vibrations, a guidance mechanism optimized through evolution. The Galapagos shoreline is particularly dangerous due to the absence of shelter. The black, hard, and exposed surface means every movement is amplified into a clear signal. One marine iguana begins its journey to the sea in the morning. It knows that the rocky shore ahead already has snakes in position since before dawn. A snake not far away raises its head. The tongue begins moving faster. They cannot see it clearly, but they already know something is moving. The marine iguana stops completely. It stands motionless on the black lava, its body nearly blending into the environment. Stillness, the only remaining strategy. This is both the best option and the limit of survival, because Galapagos snakes do not see in the conventional sense. They prioritize detecting movement. Galapagos snakes have visual systems sensitive to movement, but less sensitive to stationary objects, a trait common among reptiles. This creates a paradox. Staying still helps avoid detection, but staying still also means not being able to advance to the sea, the only place where they have a terrain advantage. Galapagos snakes do not hunt alone. When one detects movement and moves toward it, that very movement activates the other individuals around it. The iguana's body temperature at this point is around 20 degrees, lower than the optimal 35 degrees needed for muscles to operate at full capacity. The marine iguana can only follow instinct, stay still, and wait. But if the snakes arrive before its body temperature is high enough, the chance of escape is nearly zero. The snakes continuously sweep the area with their tongues, collecting scent molecules, analyzing vibrations, processing visual information, a detection system always in operation. The distance closes. The marine iguana holds completely still. It is gambling that motionlessness will keep it concealed long enough, a wager that will be decided in the next few seconds. A gust of wind passes. The tail of the marine iguana sways slightly, less than 1 centimeter, but enough to break the state of concealment. The marine iguana realizes it has been detected and begins to run. Immediately, the surrounding snakes shift to attack speed. The lava rock shore suddenly becomes a race between life and death. Galapagos snakes run faster than the marine iguana at its current body temperature. The distance closes with every second. The first snake locks its body around the iguana in a coil. Not a killing coil. This is a restraining coil to hold the prey while the others close in. Within the snake's coil, the iguana continues to thrash, searching for any point of leverage it can use to break free. Its muscles continue contracting on survival instinct. It needs an opening. The opening appears. As the snake adjusts its coiling position, a small gap opens. The iguana twists in an instant, relying on a triggered nerve reflex. It breaks free from the hold and lunges toward the nearest rock. Not a conscious choice, but the only direction still open in that fraction of a second. The rock provides a temporary advantage. The Galapagos snakes must go around, while the marine iguana climbs straight to the top, a brief window to escape direct pressure. The marine iguana stands on top of the rock, panting. Below, the snakes reposition, not retreating, only adjusting their angle of approach. Body temperature begins to rise under the sunlight, improving reflexes. But energy has been depleted by the earlier sprints. It lies still on the rock, deliberately basking. Every second of heat absorption restores a portion of speed, the deciding factor for the next movement. Across the Galapagos archipelago, thousands of marine iguanas make the journey from nest to sea each year. It is estimated that only around 1/3 reach the water. Those that survive carry the genes of faster reflexes. Over thousands of generations, the Galapagos rocky shore has shaped a species of marine iguana that grows increasingly skilled at escape. And Galapagos snakes have also evolved in response, faster and more sensitive to smaller movements. This is an evolutionary arms race with no finish line. The pause is over. The iguana begins moving westward, but that very movement activates additional individuals. On the western side of the shore, Galapagos snakes begin to converge. No individual gives a command, but small movements ripple from one to the next, closing into a tightening circle around the prey. From every possible escape direction, black heads are sliding forward. The shoreline is no longer a path. It has become a living trap system. When the snakes had closed in too near, it made the only choice remaining. To leap from the cliff face, it disappears into the cold water, then reappears among the rocks. For a moment, its body nearly merges with the terrain. But here, escape is never an ending, only a delay. The moment one catches the movement, the signal instantly spreads through the group. Snake bodies coil tightly from multiple sides. Not one decisive bite, but steadily increasing pressure, each ring of muscle closing in. This is the law of the shoreline. One creature fights to survive, another survives by ending it. Harsh, immediate, and indifferent. That is the true nature of nature. Not far away, another Galapagos marine iguana lies still on the rock, absorbing heat. Every degree it gains restores a portion of speed and reflex. On this archipelago, every morning is an unannounced test. The individual that survives does so not because it knows more, but because its reflexes aligned with the right moment. This is how Galapagos operates. Every iguana that is caught becomes the energy source for one more snake to survive and reproduce. Nothing is wasted. The marine iguanas that survive the morning will dive deep into the ocean to feed on seaweed and bring energy from the sea back to the rocky shore for the terrestrial ecosystem. The Galapagos shoreline in the light of late afternoon. Thousands of marine iguanas lie layered across the black rock, their body temperatures gradually dropping with the sun. They exist not because they are absolutely superior, but because every factor aligned in one moment: temperature, terrain, timing, and a measure of chance. Tomorrow, marine iguanas will again crawl out of the sand, and the snakes will again be there, waiting in the crevices. The question is never who is stronger. The question is always who is in the right place at the right time. Dawn over the Serengeti grasslands. The first light of a new day spreads across the horizon. Tanzania, East Africa, where borders between nations blur beneath the ceaseless footsteps of wildlife. This is the land of great migrations, where millions of wildebeest and zebras move with cycles of rain and drought. And here too, a pride of lions prepares to embark on the longest journey of their lives, a journey crossing national borders. The pride consists of 6 adult females, 2 male lions, and 4 6-month-old cubs. Africa's largest cat species, famous for their strength, coordinated hunting, and astonishing adaptability to harsh environments. The dry season has lasted over 4 months, water sources gradually depleting. prey increasingly scarce. The lion pride must choose: stay and face starvation, or follow the footsteps of the Great Migration. The decision has been made. The entire group will head toward Kenya, where rains have already begun arriving earlier. A journey nearly 100 kilometers long, through unfamiliar terrain, through nameless dangers. Wildebeest went ahead 2 weeks ago. The tracks still very clear. This is the route their ancestors traveled for thousands of years. The first day closes. The lion pride has covered 20 kilometers, but the road ahead is still very long. Lions are the most complex group living animals in the cat family. Cooperation is the key to survival. Lion eyes can see in darkness 6 times better than humans. Hearing detects prey from distances over 1 kilometer. From afar rings the deep rumble of another lion pride, a clear sign they've entered territory. This is one of the greatest challenges. Lions are very territorial. Any intruder is a threat. But our pride doesn't seek conflict. They just want to pass through, quietly and quickly. By dawn's break, they've passed through that territory safely. No bloodshed. A rare fortune on this harsh journey. Day 4. They reach another boundary. No signs, no fences, but this is the most dangerous boundary. Human boundary, roads connecting villages, engine sounds, strange smells, unfamiliar dangers. Over 30 lions are killed by vehicles each year on these roads. Humans and wildlife are sharing the same space. But greater danger still waits ahead. A Maasai herding village, where livestock roam free on the savanna. For hungry lions, a goat is a much easier target than wild antelope. But that's also people's livelihood. The Maasai have lived alongside lions for hundreds of years. They understand their presence, but cannot always be tolerant. The lion pride chooses to circle around this area. They don't hunt, don't provoke. Survival instinct guides each step. The next morning, the lion pride reaches the border between Tanzania and Kenya. An invisible line on maps, but to them, just continuing grassland. In Kenya, conservation policy differs from Tanzania. Anti-poaching patrols are tightened, corridors for wildlife expanded. However, the greatest challenge still lies ahead. The Mara River flows swiftly, water murky and full of crocodiles. Lions aren't good swimmers like leopards, but they have no other choice. Prey has crossed the river. The male lion advances first to test depth. Water rises nearly to its head. It roars a signal. One individual at a time jumps in. Cubs stay close to mothers. Current pulls strongly, but the entire pride swims with all remaining strength. A crocodile approaches, but before it can attack and the lion group reaches shore, it must retreat. All set foot on the other bank, exhausted but safe. They've entered Kenya, into Masai Mara, where green grasslands stretch to the horizon. And prey is there. Thousands of wildebeest, thousands of zebras, gathered following early season rains. That day, the lion pride brought down an antelope. It's the first meal after nearly a week of hunger and thirst. And this time, all members share portions. In short attack phases, lions can reach speeds up to 60 kilometers per hour. However, the crucial factor is always surprise. Lion hunting success rate is only about 30%. Each hunt is a risky gamble, and thus, each meal carries survival value. But the journey isn't finished yet. The wildebeest herd will continue moving with the rains, and the lion pride will continue following their tracks. In coming weeks, they may return to Tanzania or stay in Kenya a few more months. No one can know beforehand. But political boundaries can't stop survival instinct. Lions have moved like this for thousands of years. Today, only about 20,000 individual lions remain in the wild, decreased nearly 50% in just the past 30 years. The greatest threat to them isn't nature, but shrinking habitat and increasingly escalating conflict with humans. However, hope remains. In 2026, Kenya and Tanzania signed a cross-border conservation agreement. Wildlife corridors are protected, allowing lions and many other species to move freely according to life's natural rhythm. The Maasai play a crucial role in this effort. They are the first guardians and also the bridge between humans and wildlife. Compensation programs help communities accept coexistence with lions, protecting livestock without needing to kill predators. Educating the younger generation helps them understand that lions aren't enemies, but heritage, the country's common asset. Ecotourism also brings sustainable income. Throughout its lifetime, a living individual lion can generate economic value exceeding $1 million. Conservation, thus, is not just protecting animals, but protecting the entire ecosystem and the people living within it. Our lion pride has now temporarily settled in Masai Mara. 4 cubs grow each day, stronger, more independent. One day, they too will undertake their own cross-border journeys, like their parents, like their ancestors. That journey will be less harsh if humans continue to protect and cooperate. Lions are symbols of Africa, apex of the food chain, guardians of balance for the entire savanna. When we protect lions, we protect the entire ecosystem and ultimately protect ourselves. Borderlines on maps may divide nations, but nature doesn't recognize boundaries. Life has no borders. And in that lion pride's ceaseless journey, there's a clear message. The future of wildlife lies in our hands. Afternoon sunlight filters through the dense tropical canopy, air scorching hot, burning every living creature. The harshest summer day of the year in the Sundarbans region. Temperature reaches 42 degrees Celsius. Humidity drops to 10%. Even the most powerful creatures must find ways to cool their bodies. The river flows with murky water, cool, inviting, but beneath the seemingly calm surface, danger still lurks. This is predator territory. Bengal tigers, saltwater crocodiles, 2 apex predators, 2 different worlds, but sometimes 2 worlds collide. The Bengal tiger is one of 6 tiger subspecies still existing on Earth. In the wild today, only about 2,500 individuals remain. This tigress has 4 cubs, 4 months old enough to follow their mother, but still too small to face this dangerous world. Each weighs about 20 kilograms. Canines just emerged, claws still soft. They depend completely on their mother's protection. Tiger cub survival rate in the first 2 years is only about 50%. Starvation, disease, other predators, and sometimes accidents no one anticipates. The mother tiger has territory spanning roughly 20 square kilometers, sufficient food sources, but in the brutal heat, water is essential for survival. This afternoon, temperature reaches record highs. The mother tiger needs to cool herself and her cubs. The nearby river becomes the only option. She leads her cubs down to the riverbank, moving cautiously, eyes scanning every bush, ears listening for every sound, instinct warning of danger. The cubs appear eager. They don't yet fully understand the peril, only know the cool water can ease the burning heat, the innocence of youth. The mother tiger stops at the water's edge, drinks, sniffs the air, observes the surface. Water is calm, too calm, but the heat doesn't allow long hesitation. She steps in first. Water reaches her belly, cold, refreshing. She calls her cubs. 4 tiger cubs plunge in, water splashing everywhere. Their small bodies nearly submerged in the murky water. They swim by instinct, not skilled yet, but enough to move. The mother tiger moves slowly. She probes the mud beneath her feet, all senses operating at maximum, a deep vigilance evident. Saltwater crocodiles are the largest surviving reptiles. They can reach 7 meters long, weigh over a ton, and have lived in this region for millions of years. They lie still on the riverbed, just waiting, sensing vibrations in the water, detecting prey from afar. The mother tiger senses something changing in the water, a movement, an unusual current. She emits a low warning growl. Too late. From the riverbed, a violent surge of water erupts. Mud and white foam. A massive muscular mass launches to the surface. One tiger cub is seized unexpectedly. No time to cry out. No time to react. Only the sound of water exploding. The mother tiger thrashes frantically, the water heavy with the scent of sudden loss. She charges forward, herding her cubs toward the opposite shore. The 3 remaining cubs swim desperately, terrified, panicked, but still following their mother, survival instinct driving each swimming stroke through the water. Behind them, the crocodile tosses its prey into the air, the brutal death roll. But this isn't cruelty. This is nature's essence. The mother tiger looks back, amber eyes wide, the helpless rage of a mother, but she cannot return. The mission now is protecting the 3 that remain. As they near solid ground, the water erupts once more. A second crocodile launches from the mud, right beneath the mother tiger's flank. The second cub is seized, a desperate cry, then silence. The mother tiger stands like a wall of furious fur, shielding the two remaining cubs. The last two cubs tremble, exhausted but alive. The mother tiger pushes them onto high ground, beyond the water's reach. Upon reaching safety, grief instantly transforms into primal rage. She turns on the bank, a mass of rippling, furious muscle. She plunges back into the deadly water, not searching for prey, just rage erupting, an instinctive reaction to the loss just suffered. 210 kilograms of tigress confronting nearly a ton of crocodile, claws raking thick scales, trying to find weak points, but there are almost none. The crocodile spins, teeth sharp as knives, tremendous bite force, but the mother tiger still doesn't retreat. Protective instinct keeps her fighting back. The battle lasts 30 seconds, but the river is crocodile territory. Water is their advantage. The mother tiger begins to tire. She looks toward shore. Two remaining cubs trembling, waiting. A difficult choice. Continue revenge or return to protect what remains. The two cubs run to her, press close to their mother. She licks them, a gentle, rhythmic motion, a silent signal. The ordeal has ended. But the ordeal hasn't truly ended. She must feed two cubs with less milk than before, must hunt more to compensate for what was lost. Tiger cub survival rates drop sharply after events like this. Psychological stress, nutritional deficiency, and danger always lurking. Climate change raises sea levels. Mangrove forests shrink. Tiger and crocodile territories overlap more. Conflicts increase. Humans also impact poaching, deforestation, pollution. Each year, about 100 Bengal tigers are lost. Time is running short. But hope remains. Conservation areas expand. Anti-poaching patrols strengthen. Local communities participate in protection. Efforts never cease. The mother tiger leads her two cubs away from the river, never returning to that place again. The harshest lesson has been recorded. Water isn't always safe. In the days that follow, she hunts more, sleeps less, always vigilant. The two cubs grow slower than normal, but continue maturing. 6 months later, the two cubs are much larger, healthier, learn survival skills from their mother, and from that fateful day, they learned a harsh lesson. Nature doesn't forgive mistakes. Every decision has consequences, and sometimes survival is just luck. The river still flows, crocodiles still hide beneath, tigers still pass by. But this time keeping safe distance. Two worlds, one respect. In the silence of the Sundarbans forest, a lesson is recorded. Nature isn't cruel. Nature is only honest. And in that honesty, Each creature finds its way to survive in its own way. East African savanna. Dawn has just touched the earth. From an earth burrow at the base of an acacia tree, a snout emerges to probe the morning air. This is a land where every careless moment must be paid dearly. Lions, leopards, hyenas, crocodiles, all share the same living space. Not as large as buffalo, not as fast as antelope, no venomous fangs or sharp claws, but this species has existed on the African grasslands for over 800,000 years. This is a story about survival not based on absolute strength, but based on speed, instinct, and the right decisions in moments that decide everything. Warthogs are widely distributed throughout sub-Saharan Africa. Adult males weigh from 60 to 150 kilograms. Shoulder height, about 75 centimeters. The name warthog comes from the protruding tissue masses on the face. Males have 4 warts, females have 2. Their function is to protect the face when fighting with their own kind. Male warthog tusks can reach up to 60 centimeters long, curved upward and mainly used for fighting or defense. An accurate strike is enough to tear into a lion. Warthogs run at maximum about 50 kilometers per hour. Not enough to escape lions or leopards on a straight path, but enough to create distance when reacting in time. The tail standing straight when running is a visual signal for young to track the mother's direction of movement in tall grass. A simple but effective signal. Warthogs are omnivorous, grass, tubers, tree roots, occasionally animal carcasses. They often kneel on their front legs to graze close to the ground, their most recognizable characteristic posture. Warthog knees have thick skin formed from continuous daily kneeling. This is evolutionary adaptation, reflecting how this species adjusts its body to its lifestyle. Warthogs live in small groups of 4 to 16 individuals, mainly females and young. Adult males usually live solitary outside breeding season. Earth burrows are the center of warthog life. They don't dig their own, but occupy burrows left by aardvarks or honey badgers. This is where they sleep, give birth and escape. Warthogs enter burrows by backing in tail first, tusks facing outward from the burrow entrance. Any predator that sticks its head in will meet the tusks first. Morning. A warthog group moves to a grazing area 500 meters from the burrow. The male goes first, head low, nose working continuously. This is an information scanning posture. 150 meters away, a leopard lies in ambush in tall grass. It has been tracking the warthog group since before they left the burrow, and it's waiting for one to separate from the group. A young warthog separates a few meters following a cluster of tubers near a low bush. The leopard knows this. In an instant, its body shifts from rest to ready to sprint. The lead male warthog lifts its head. Some scent in the grass. Not clear, but enough to trigger reflexes. It immediately emits a short call. The leopard lunges, but the young has already made it back to the group. The male warthog turns to face the leopard directly, tusks pointing forward. No intention to flee. The leopard stops at a distance of 3 meters. A 50-kilogram leopard facing a 100-kilogram male warthog with 50-centimeter tusk. The male warthog holds confrontational posture, not attacking, not retreating. This is nature's clearest message. Attack me, and you will pay the price. The leopard circles to one side. The warthog rotates accordingly. The leopard circles to the other side. The warthog rotates again. After 2 minutes, the leopard leaves to find less risky prey. Not every confrontation is favorable. When alone and attacked suddenly from behind, warthogs don't have enough time to turn and face. This is why warthogs rarely move alone. This species' strength lies in the group. Many eyes, many noses, many ears, continuously supplementing each other. Evening descends. The threat changes. Lions are more active when the sun mellows. 3 lionesses are moving through the area where the warthog group is foraging. 1 leopard can be repelled by warthog tusks, but 3 coordinated lionesses are a threat where direct confrontation is not a wise choice. The male warthog emits a short call. The group turns toward the burrow, 400 meters from the burrow, far enough that lions can catch up if they start now. Lions chase the running warthog group on a straight path. Lionesses are faster, but warthogs know the terrain and know the destination. The young warthog is slower. A lioness breaks off, targeting it. The mother warthog recognizes immediately. She changes trajectory, lunging between the lioness and the young. The mother warthog's charge doesn't hit the lion, but is enough to break the attack trajectory. The lion loses momentum and veers off course. The young continues running to the burrow. The young enters the burrow first. Mother warthog quickly backs in after, tusks facing outward. Lions stop before the burrow entrance, cannot approach. The rest of the lion pride arrives. The entire pride surrounds the burrow entrance, but the entrance is small, tusks facing outward. No lion wants to try approaching. After 20 minutes, the lion pride leaves. The earth burrow has done what speed and strength cannot do alone. This is why warthogs never forage too far from burrows. Dusk, spotted hyenas begin patrol. Their sense of smell can detect warthog burrow scent from over a kilometer, and they know where the burrows are. Hyenas don't enter burrows. They stand waiting outside. Blockade tactics. Wait all night if needed. Warthogs must come out before dawn to forage. Warthogs in the burrow don't sleep. They hear the hyenas outside and wait. A psychological battle where whichever side is more patient will have the advantage. Near dawn, hyenas are still around the warthog burrow. They persistently wait for warthogs to come out. Warthogs slowly stick their heads out. Dawn begins. Hyenas perform poorly in daylight. This is the moment warthogs have waited all night for. light is their ally. The male warthog comes out first, fast, and runs straight, no hesitation, while the last hyena hasn't left yet. Speed and decisiveness are everything. Hyenas give chase, but it's already light, and the male warthog is running toward open grassland, where the lion pride from last night is no longer there. African warthogs currently number in the millions throughout sub-Saharan Africa, not on the endangered list. Clear proof of the effectiveness of this species' survival strategy. Warthogs play an important ecological role. Their digging creates earth holes for many smaller species. Their dung disperses seeds throughout the grasslands. The relationship between warthogs and oxpecker birds is typical symbiosis. Birds eat ticks and parasites on warthog skin. In return, warthogs receive early warning signals when birds suddenly fly up. Afternoon. The warthog group is grazing normally. The flock of oxpeckers suddenly flies up. The male warthog reacts immediately without needing to hear or smell more. Each species contributes what the other lacks. This isn't friendship. This is an effective biological transaction maintained through millions of years of evolution. Today ends like every day. The warthog group returns to the burrow before sunset. Backs in tail first, tusks facing outward, ready for the long night ahead. Warthogs aren't the strongest, fastest, or largest species, but they know which burrow is theirs, know when to run, know when to stand their ground. And 800,000 years on the land with the most predators on the planet is the clearest evidence that sometimes wisdom endures longer than strength. The African savanna under afternoon sun. A small creature digs near the base of an acacia tree, black and white contrasting back, moving slowly and seemingly harmless. This is the honey badger, one of the most misunderstood animals on the planet. The internet calls them the most fearless creatures in the world, immune to venom. But the truth is far more complex. Honey badgers aren't immortal. They're not completely immune to venom. They simply resist it better than most animals. This is the story of a creature living amid constant danger, about how they survive not through supernatural powers, but through intelligent biological adaptations. Popular belief suggests honey badgers can eat venomous snakes with absolutely no harm, and many viral videos make them look invincible. The truth is, honey badgers can be seriously affected by snake venom because they only have partial resistance, not complete immunity, as many people mistakenly believe. Research shows that when bitten by venomous snakes, honey badgers typically lose consciousness for 2 to 5 hours, not able to stand up and continue fighting immediately, as legend suggests. What's remarkable is their recovery ability, because while most animals of similar size might die within minutes, honey badgers can still survive and recover. The secret lies in special protein structures in their blood, with molecules that can bind to venom, slowing its spread and reducing critical damage. However, this mechanism isn't perfect because if the venom dose is too large or if bitten multiple times, honey badgers can still die. And this has been documented. So why do honey badgers still dare to attack venomous snakes? The answer isn't because they're immune, but because they have multiple layers of defense beyond venom resistance. The first line of defense is thick skin. A honey badger's skin is about 6 millimeters thick, 3 times thicker than most mammals of similar size. Snake fangs struggle to penetrate. Not only thick, this skin is also extremely loose. When a snake bites, the honey badger can twist within its own skin to counterattack, like turning inside a loose coat. The second line of defense is thick, coarse fur. It creates an additional barrier between fangs and skin. Often snakes bite only fur without reaching skin. The third line of defense is attack tactics. Honey badgers don't confront head-on. They attack the snake's head, the most dangerous area, to control it from the start. The honey badger's long, sharp claws are strong enough to rip a snake's head from its body. Once the head is controlled, the rest of the snake can't counterattack effectively. But even with all these defenses, honey badgers don't always win. If bitten in a critical spot, they still pay the price. Researchers in the Kalahari documented a case where a honey badger lay unconscious for nearly 4 hours after being bitten by a cobra. During that time, they're completely vulnerable. Lions, leopards, or hyenas could easily kill a honey badger in this state. Venom resistance is useless against other threats when the body is immobilized. But if lucky enough to survive the dangerous period, the honey badger will wake up. Often they'll continue eating the very snake that bit them, as if nothing happened. This behavior isn't because honey badgers are stubborn or stupid. It's a survival strategy. Snakes are a valuable protein source in an environment where food is scarce. Honey badgers don't just face venomous snakes. They also raid honeybee hives, enduring hundreds of stings. But once again, they're not immune to bee venom. Thick skin and dense fur help reduce the number of stings reaching the skin. But many stings still succeed. Honey badgers swell, suffer pain, but don't give up. The reason they accept this risk is that beehives contain honey and bee larvae, extremely high sources of energy and protein in the arid savanna. This is a precious meal. So are honey badgers truly fearless? Not exactly. They calculate risk like any other animal, but their threshold for acceptable risk is higher because they have multiple defensive layers. Research shows honey badgers still avoid snakes that are too large or situations too dangerous. They're not recklessly foolish. They only take risk when chances of success are high. Average lifespan of honey badgers in the wild is only about 7 to 8 years, much lower than other carnivores of similar size. Risk has its price. In early 2026, honey badgers are still common in many African regions, but habitat loss and conflicts with livestock farmers are increasing. Farmers often kill honey badgers because they dig burrows near livestock pens and steal chickens. but honey badgers play crucial roles in controlling venomous snakes and insects. Honey badgers teach us that strength doesn't come from being immune to danger. It comes from having enough tools to face danger and recover afterward. They're not immortal superheroes. They're scarred warriors, surviving through a combination of biological adaptation, intelligent tactics, and a bit of luck. In the natural world, nothing is completely immune. There are only creatures that know how to live with danger, accept risks, and continue to exist. The Serengeti Savannah is home to over 3 million herbivores, but it's also territory of the planet's most dangerous predators. Each day, life here is a ceaseless battle of wits. Herbivores have no fangs or claws, no venom. They only have survival instinct. In this ecosystem, each herbivore species has developed different skills, but all aim toward one single purpose: to survive. This is the story of adaptation, about how seemingly vulnerable species have existed and continue to exist through millions of years of evolution. Wildebeest can reach speeds up to 70 kilometers per hour, but for them, speed is not the only weapon for survival. Zebras live in large herds. In Serengeti alone, numbers reach 200,000 individuals. This very scale is their survival strategy. Giraffes stand nearly 6 meters tall. Their vision encompasses the entire savanna. Height itself is absolute security advantage. African buffalo with massive horns can inflict fatal injuries, making them one of the least attacked herbivore species. Each species possesses distinct advantages, but all exist in one unchanging reality. Danger is always present and never disappears. Regarding senses, antelope ears can rotate 360 degrees. They detect sounds from 1 kilometer distance. This is a natural early warning system. Zebra eyes are positioned on sides of the head, vision nearly 360 degrees. They can see behind without turning their heads. Buffalo's sense of smell is 5 times more acute than humans. They can smell lions from 300 meters, time enough to prepare defense. Giraffes combine all 3 senses, but the greatest advantage is height. From 6 meters high, they see what's coming first. When one detects danger, the entire herd reacts. Information spreads in just seconds. Collective warning system. Regarding speed and endurance, wildebeest have maximum speed of 70 kilometers per hour, and they maintain this speed continuously for 5 kilometers. Cheetahs are faster, 110 kilometers per hour, but can only run 300 meters before exhaustion. Wildebeest know this. The tactic is to prolong the chase. Run zigzag. Change direction suddenly. Deplete the predator's energy. Zebras aren't as fast as antelope. Maximum speed 65 kilometers per hour. But they have astonishing endurance. In annual migration, zebras run over 3,000 kilometers. Their bodies evolved for endurance, not explosive speed. Regarding herd tactics, this is the most fundamental principle. A solitary zebra has survival rate below 20%. When lions attack, herds quickly form defensive formation. Young in the center, adult individuals surrounding outside. Wildebeest apply different tactics. When pursued, they run in multiple directions, disrupting predator coordination and creating escape opportunities. Giraffes usually stay in small groups, 3 to 5 individuals. They take turns on guard. When one eats, others observe. Buffalo, when threatened, they point horns outward, young in the middle. Even lions hesitate to attack this formation. With zebras, stripe patterns aren't just for beauty. When the entire herd moves simultaneously, stripes overlap, creating visual interference phenomenon. This makes predators difficult to focus on a specific individual, reducing hunt success rate by about 30%. Antelope possess brown-yellow coats, blending perfectly with dry grass color in dry season. When standing still, they're nearly invisible before predator eyes. Giraffes utilize height for camouflage. When standing among tall trees, only the head protrudes, making them from afar look like motionless branches. The African savanna is the harshest survival test, but herbivores have passed through millions of years of evolution. They have no fangs, claws, or venom, but possess acute senses, superior speed, and collective intelligence. The relationship between predator and prey is not a story of winning or losing, but of balance, where both coexist to maintain the ecosystem. By 2026, protecting this savanna becomes more important than ever, because this is not just home to countless species, but also the common heritage of the entire planet. The African savanna spreads beneath the vast sky, land of giants, where strength is usually measured in tons. But strength in nature isn't only measured by size. There's another law, more subtle. It's the ratio between strength and body weight. When lowering vision to the arid grass carpets, where tiny creatures possess strength far beyond any ordinary comparison. This is the story about strength in nature. Not about the largest, but about creatures that found ways to maximize every gram of their body. On a fresh buffalo dung pile, a small creature is working. Dung beetle, Scarabaeus sacer, only 3 centimeters long and weighing 2 grams. The dung beetle is doing something seemingly impossible. They're shaping and rolling a dung ball weighing 200 grams, 100 times their body weight. But this isn't the limit yet. In scientific experiments, dung beetles have pulled objects weighing 1,141 times their body weight. To visualize, this equals a person weighing 70 kilograms lifting 80 tons, nearly equal to a modern tank. The secret lies in body structure. Dung beetles have hard exoskeletons made from chitin. Muscles inside attach directly to the shell, creating an extremely efficient lever system. Not far away, a long line moves on the ground. Leafcutter ants, Adacephalotes, each individual weighing only a few milligrams, but carrying leaf pieces many times larger than their body. Leafcutter ants can carry objects 50 times their body weight, moving vertically and gripping firmly on all surfaces, even smooth ceilings. The ant's secret lies in special neck muscles. This muscle occupies nearly half the body mass and can withstand tremendous pressure without injury. The reason small creatures are disproportionately strong is due to physical laws. When size decreases, surface area decreases slower than volume and mass. This helps small muscles have a large contact area ratio relative to the mass-needing movement, creating advantages no giant creature can achieve. But when we talk about absolute strength, the rules change completely. Near the riverbank, a giant creature steps out from acacia bushes. African elephant, Loxodonta africana. Adult males can weigh up to 6 tons. This is the largest land animal still existing on the planet. The elephant trunk is nature's most versatile tool. Made from over 40,000 separate muscle bundles, no bones, completely muscle and tendon. The trunk alone can lift objects weighing 350 kilograms, while their whole body can pull and push masses up to 6,000 kilograms. In exchange for enormous strength, elephants must consume nearly 150 kilograms of food daily and spend about 18 hours continuously just eating. Not far away, white rhinoceros Ceratotherium simum appears. Males weighing over 2 tons, possessing horns up to 1.5 meters long, full of power. Thanks to extremely developed neck muscles, rhinos can lift and fling objects weighing over 1 ton, turning the horn into a terrifying attack weapon. But there's one species whose strength isn't measured by lifting ability. It's measured by pressure. In murky river water, a pair of eyes looks up. Nile crocodile, Crocodilus niloticus, up to 6 meters long, has existed through 200 million years of evolution, nearly unchanged, proof of perfect design. Their weapon is the jaw. Nile crocodile bite force reaches 5,000 psi, world's strongest, far exceeding human bite force. When attacking, crocodile jaw-closing muscles contract with tremendous strength, enough to crush buffalo bones or hold tight until drowning. Ironically, crocodile jaw-opening muscles are very weak, to the extent an adult human can hold their mouth shut with bare hands. Evolution only invested energy in closing jaws, not opening them, showing natural strength always optimizes according to survival objectives. Every strength has its own price. Elephants need to eat large quantities. Crocodiles lie motionless, conserving energy. Tiny dung beetles get crushed. Each species found its own position in the ecosystem, from dung beetles recycling waste, ants building complex nests, to elephants opening paths, crocodiles controlling fish populations. In 2026, these species face harsh challenges from climate change, habitat loss, and illegal hunting. Facing that reality, conservation efforts are being intensified with expanded reserves and tightened laws when people realize limits. Strength doesn't lie in conquering nature, but in understanding and respect when each species, large or small, all have irreplaceable roles. The Serengeti grasslands at dawn. A pride of lions lies under the shade of trees after a failed night of hunting. Not far away, a pack of wild dogs is beginning their day. When looking at these two species, most people would bet on the lion. They are bigger, stronger, with claws and fangs far more formidable than the small wild dog. But if asked which species is Africa's best hunter, the answer will surprise many. Not the lion, not the leopard, but the wild dog. This is the story of the carnivore with the highest hunting success rate on the planet, about how a small creature surpasses giants through tactics and persistence. Data from over 20 years of research in the Serengeti and Okavango shows clear numbers. Lions' hunting success rate is only about 20 to 30%. Meanwhile, a pack of wild dogs with 6 to 10 individuals has a success rate of 70 to 85%, 3 times higher than lions. This means in 10 hunting attempts, wild dogs succeed 8 times, while lions may come back empty-handed 7 to 8 times. The difference is enormous. The first secret lies in hunting strategy. Lions are ambush predators, relying on explosive speed over short distances. They will give up after 100 meters. In contrast, wild dogs apply a completely different tactic, operating like marathon runners of the animal world, capable of continuous endurance running from 5 to 10 kilometers. Their speed isn't as high as cheetahs, but they can maintain 50 to 60 kilometers per hour for several continuous minutes. This is their true weapon. Prey may excel in short distances but cannot sustain it long term, and wild dogs only need to pursue continuously, giving the prey no chance to rest. GPS research shows prey's body temperature gradually increases. After 5 minutes of continuous running, they begin to overheat. After 10 minutes, they are completely exhausted. The second secret is pack coordination. Lions typically hunt in small groups of 2 to 3, but wild dogs hunt with the entire pack, 6 to 10 individuals at once. They can take turns leading. When the front individual tires, another takes over. The prey always faces a fresh pursuer. Simultaneously, other individuals run along different paths, cutting off the prey's escape routes. This intelligent encirclement tactic leaves the prey with no way out. Communication within the pack is also superior. Wild dogs emit special calls to coordinate. Each individual knows exactly what they need to do without seeing each other. The third secret is persistence. Lions typically give up after 1 or 2 failures because they expend too much energy. They need long rest periods to recover. But wild dogs can try multiple times in one morning. If the first attempt fails, they rest 15 minutes, then continue, never giving up easily. Their bodies are designed for endurance. Heart and lungs are larger in proportion to body size. An efficient circulatory system helps continuously supply oxygen to muscles. Long, slender legs help them expend less energy when running. Each stride is optimized for performance, not wasting a single calorie. The fourth secret is they hunt at the right time. Unlike lions that typically hunt at dusk and night, wild dogs hunt in the early morning and late afternoon. At these times, the temperature is cooler. They don't overheat during endurance running. Prey are also moving to find food, easier to detect, and less vigilant. Additionally, wild dogs face fewer scavengers at these times, as lions and hyenas typically rest in the morning, creating conditions for them to take advantage. Eating speed is also an advantage. When prey is caught, the entire pack tears the meat extremely quickly. They can finish eating an antelope in 15 minutes before scavengers arrive. Lions typically take hours to eat a large prey, easily discovered and robbed by hyenas. Wild dogs give others no chance. But there's a fact few people know. Despite being better hunters, wild dogs are the most endangered species among Africa's large carnivores. Only about 6,600 individuals remain in the wild, fewer than lions, fewer than leopards. Perfect hunting skills aren't enough to protect them from humans. Habitat loss, diseases from domestic dogs, and conflicts with livestock herders are the 3 biggest threats. When territory is fragmented, packs cannot hunt effectively. Conservation organizations are working to create movement corridors and protect large territories. Wild dogs need extensive space to maintain packs and hunt prey. Wild dogs teach the core lesson that strength doesn't always correlate with size, but often comes from intelligent tactics and effective coordination. On the African grasslands, survival victory doesn't belong to the strongest, but to the species that adapts well, persists, and excels at teamwork. Through thousands of years of evolution, African wild dogs have proven this, and if protected, they will continue to maintain their role as the superior hunters of this ecosystem. East African savanna. Early morning. Mist clings to grass tips. Beneath a flat rock near a shrub, something begins to stir in the darkness. This is a land where every creature carries a weapon. Fangs, claws, speed, mass, and sometimes the smallest weapon is the most dangerous. And among all venomous species in Africa, there's one that even lions cannot completely ignore when they appear on the same ground. This is the story of two species. One dominates through strength and numbers. One dominates through speed and venom. And what happens when they meet? Black mamba, Africa's largest venomous snake and the world's fastest snake. Average length 2.5 to 4.5 meters. The name black mamba doesn't come from scale color. Their scales are actually grayish-green to olive brown. The name comes from the pitch black color inside the mouth, which they display when threatened. Black mamba movement speed reaches 19 to 20 kilometers per hour on the ground. This is the highest speed of any snake species on the planet. Black mamba venom is a mixture of neurotoxins and cardiotoxins, attacking both nervous and cardiovascular systems simultaneously, with a mortality rate near 100% within 7 to 15 hours. In a single bite, a black mamba can inject 100 to 400 milligrams of venom, while the lethal dose requires only about 10 to 15 milligrams. Black mambas don't actively hunt large animals. They eat mainly rats, small birds, and lizards. However, when threatened, they don't flee, but face threats directly. When cornered, a black mamba raises the front third of its body off the ground, opens its mouth, displaying the black interior. This is the final warning before attack. In a confrontation, black mambas can bite repeatedly multiple times rather than just once before retreating. This is a distinct difference from many other venomous snakes. Black mambas inhabit open ground, sparse shrubland, and forest edges, also where lions often rest during the day, causing the two species' territories to naturally overlap. Lions don't actively seek snakes. However, the two species still encounter each other because they share living space. One misplaced step, a snake awakened, and that's enough. Midday, a lion lies resting beside an acacia trunk, less than 2 meters away. A black mamba emerges from a rock crevice to bask in the sun. The lion stands. This isn't fear, but a snake avoidance reflex deeply embedded in the nervous systems of many large mammals. The black mamba raises its head, displays its black mouth, body coiled lightly behind the head, ready. It doesn't slither away. It stands its ground, appearing much larger. The lion stands still, observing, not advancing, not retreating. In lion prides, the mamba is a species that young ones learn to avoid very early. After a few minutes, the black mamba begins slithering in another direction. Not hurried, not panicked, simply choosing to leave on its own terms. The lion doesn't pursue or attack. In nature, a confrontation ending without casualties is the optimal outcome for both. But not every encounter ends in silence. When inexperienced young lions curiously approach black mambas, that's another danger. Lion cubs don't yet understand the black mamba's warning signals. They advance step by step, crossing the safety threshold without realizing the risk. The mother lioness detects this in time and rushes over, using her body to push the cub out of striking range before the mamba can react. Facing an adult lion, the black mamba changes its decision. It retreats, then slithers quickly into nearby bushes. Danger temporarily passes. But there's another species in Africa that doesn't view the black mamba with cautious or avoidant eyes. The honey badger, the world's most fearless animal. Honey badgers stand only about 11 inches tall, roughly 2.5 feet long, and weigh around 35 pounds. But their back skin is 6 millimeters thick and tough enough to resist snake fangs. Honey badger immune systems can resist venom from many snake species, including some cobras. With black mambas, the level of venom resistance is still being studied. The black mamba detects the honey badger when the distance is about 4 meters. It raises its head, displays its black mouth, and hisses a warning. The honey badger continues approaching. The honey badger closes in. The mamba strikes the shoulder on the first attempt. This amount of venom is enough to kill a goat within minutes. The honey badger jerks, staggers, then collapses. The black mamba slithers away. This is natural response after biting. Venom will do the rest. But with honey badgers, the story doesn't end there. About 20 to 30 minutes later, the honey badger begins to move, slowly at first, then faster. It stands up, shakes its head, and continues moving in the direction the mamba left. This behavior has been documented many times in South Africa and Kenya. Honey badgers recover from black mamba venom, then continue pursuing the snake by hunting instinct. The black mamba has moved over 100 meters and lies resting under low shrubs. When it detects the honey badger still approaching, the situation becomes unusual for it. The mamba bites a second time when the honey badger closes in, this time hitting the neck area. The honey badger falls again. The snake immediately climbs a nearby low tree. This time, the honey badger takes longer to recover, but eventually stands after about 45 minutes and looks up to where the mamba is hiding. The mamba leaves the tree and slithers faster than before. This is the true speed of the world's fastest snake when deciding to retreat. Distance gradually increases. The honey badger can't catch up. It stops, sniffs the air, then turns in another direction. No clear winner. Both still alive and continuing their day. Very few species can endure 2 black mamba bites, fall twice, and still stand up. The honey badger doesn't win, but the mamba can't defeat it either. The question isn't whether the black mamba can win. The issue is what victory means when neither needs to destroy the other to continue existing. In nature, a victory has only one definition: still alive the next day. Today, both black mamba and honey badger meet that criterion. black mambas are distributed across over 20 sub-Saharan African countries. They're not yet critically endangered, but habitat loss and killing out of fear are shrinking their range. In most encounters between humans and black mambas, snakes choose to escape first. They only attack when there's no escape route. Lions know to avoid mambas. Honey badgers know how to cope. Both accumulate experience over generations of coexistence, contributing to maintaining natural balance. Black mambas don't need to defeat lions. They only need to be respected enough not to be stepped on. Over millions of years of evolution, that rule has been effectively established. Evening descends on the savanna. The black mamba slithers back to its familiar resting spot beneath the flat rock where it left this morning. The circle of one day closes. In darkness beneath the rock, the mamba coils. Body temperature drops with the surrounding ground. Nervous system gradually shifting to resting state, awaiting the light of a new day. Black mambas aren't Africa's most dangerous species by actual statistics. Crocodiles, hippos, and even mosquitoes cause more deaths each year. Venom isn't a tool of conquest, but a means of survival. For millions of years, it's helped mambas exist alongside the king of the grasslands. And that is enough. The Masai Mara grasslands at dawn, at the edge of the plains, where farmland meets wilderness, a female cheetah lies vigilantly. This is Nira, and her story is not easy. Nearby, two small cheetahs are playing in the tall grass. This is all that remains of the litter of 6 that Nira gave birth to 3 months ago. The other 4 are dead, 1 killed by hyenas, 2 attacked by lions, 1 snatched by an eagle while Nira was hunting. This isn't an exception. This is the reality of cheetahs. This is a story of survival at the edge, about a lone mother raising cubs in a world that has shrunk 90%, racing against time. Cheetahs are completely different from leopards. Solid black spots instead of rosettes, non-retractable claws like cleats, and a long tail like a balance beam. Everything designed for one purpose: speed, from 0 to 70 kilometers per hour in just 2 seconds. Maximum can reach 110 kilometers per hour. Therefore, the body weighs only 50 kilograms, not strong enough to climb trees or fight larger carnivores. Cheetahs are the weakest among large predators. Nira knows this better than anyone. Every day she must move her 2 cubs to new hiding places. Lions and hyenas are always lurking, searching for cheetah cubs to kill. When she needs to call her cubs, Nira emits a special bird-like call. This call doesn't attract the attention of other predators, but the cubs can still hear clearly. But the biggest challenge isn't protecting the cubs, it's feeding them. Nira must hunt every day, each hunt lasting an average of only 20 seconds before she's exhausted. If she fails 3 or 4 times in a row, Nira and her cubs will starve. And starvation means weaker, slower, easier to attack. And this is the death spiral. This morning, Nira spots a young gazelle antelope grazing 300 meters away. Perfect prey, small, weak, separated from the herd. She moves meter by meter. Her tawny coat with black spots blends completely into the dry grass. Distance remaining, 100 meters. 50 meters, 20 meters, tail tense. Hind leg muscles coiled to maximum. The moment has come. Neera launches like an arrow. 2 seconds to reach 70 kilometers per hour. The antelope detects her, but it's too late. 12 seconds later, Neera catches up, using her claws to trip the prey's hind legs. The antelope tumbles. Neera immediately bites the neck, suffocating the windpipe. The entire hunt lasts 17 seconds, but Neera is panting as if she just ran a marathon. She needs 15 minutes to recover, but there's no time. The smell of blood spreads. Hyenas will arrive in 5 to 10 minutes. Neera calls her cubs to eat quickly. The 2 little ones eat hurriedly. Neera doesn't eat, only watches the surroundings. The mother always eats last. If there's food left, this is the survival law of cheetahs. But today is unlucky. 7 minutes later, a pack of hyenas appears. Neera immediately calls her cubs to retreat. Can't fight, can only run. The meal is lost. This is the reality of cheetahs. 50% of kills are stolen by lions, hyenas, or vultures. Catching prey doesn't guarantee getting to eat. But Neera doesn't give up. That afternoon, she hunts successfully again. This time, she finds thick bushes to eat safely. The cubs get full bellies. Today is a good day. Months pass. The 2 cubs grow gradually, from 5 kilograms to 20 kilograms. Neera begins teaching them to hunt. First lesson, observation. Neera lets the cubs watch from a distance when she hunts. They learn how to choose prey, how to approach undetected, how to calculate distance. Second lesson, practice. When the cub is 10 months old, Neera catches a rabbit but doesn't kill it. She lets the cub practice the technique of tripping and neck biting. The first time, the cub fails, the rabbit escapes. But Neera is patient, lets the cub try again. After 3 attempts, one of the 2 cubs succeeds. Joy spreads through the small family. But when the cubs are 14 months old, Neera must chase them away. Not because she doesn't love them, but because instinct protects them from adult males. The 2 siblings must now be independent, too early compared to nature. But the shrinking environment doesn't allow otherwise. They're still immature, but must face the adult world. The first week, they fail at hunting continuously, hungry and afraid. But then they learn something important: cooperation. One chases, one ambushes. Finally, they catch their first prey. Neera, somewhere not far away, hears the joyful calls of her cubs. She doesn't approach, but knows they're still alive. That's all a cheetah mother can hope for. Currently, only about 7,000 cheetahs remain in the wild, down from 100,000 individuals at the beginning of the 20th century. Every survivor is a miracle. Lifespan decreased from 15 years to only 8 years. Living space shrunk 90%. Without immediate action, the planet's fastest animal will only exist in legend. Naira and her cubs are living proof of resilient vitality. Every day they fight. Every day they survive. Their story is the story of the entire species, racing against time. East African savanna. Dawn has not yet broken. A new day begins like any other. But in this world, no day is truly like another. This is a land where every species is a link in the chain. Today's hunter can be tomorrow's prey. That order is not fixed. It changes by the hour, by each decision. And among all those species, there's one often underestimated, not the largest, not the fastest, but the one with the most complex social organization. This is the story of encounters, of losses, and of what happens after, when the hunter becomes the hunted. Baboons, the largest primate in southern Africa. Adult males weigh 25 to 45 kilograms. Canines up to 5 centimeters long, longer than lion canines, proportionate to body size. Baboon troops can reach 200 individuals. Within the troop, there's clear hierarchy. Large males protect the outer ring. Females and young stay at the center. They're omnivorous, from fruits and roots to insects and small reptiles, even newborn antelope when opportunity arises. This flexibility helps them survive many challenges. But in their habitat, every foraging day carries risk. Tall trees, open grassland, riverbanks, each terrain has its own predators. Morning, the troop spreads out foraging near sparse acacia woodland. A young male, about 3 years old, separates from the group, chasing prey by instinct. Not far away, a leopard has spotted the young baboon, the most perfect hunter in Africa in terms of stealth and terrain versatility. Leopards don't move, make no sound. They can lie motionless for hours, waiting for prey to come within striking range. The young male runs through the ambushed predator's line of sight. He doesn't know death is right beside him, about to claim his life. A leap erupts. At maximum speed, the leopard allows no mistakes. It quickly seizes the young male. The baboon can't react. That moment ends faster than any description can convey. This is nature's truth, not cruelty. But the baboon troop isn't far. And in baboon troops, every call carries information. The alarm call, leopard attacking. Within seconds, the entire troop's behavior transforms completely. No longer individuals foraging separately. All move in one direction, one objective. The leopard has a choice: climb the tree with prey or abandon it and escape. But the troop arrives too fast. Large males weighing 40 kilograms, 5-centimeter canines, and most important of all, they come together. This is no longer individual confrontation. The leopard decides in an instant, abandons the kill and flees. This is the right choice. Being isolated by a baboon troop is extremely dangerous. The troop doesn't pursue. They understand it's futile. Instead, the group quickly restores order and minimizes loss. Days later, another threat. Another species, lions. A pride of 4 lionesses moves into the area where the troop is foraging on a quiet morning. The response to lions is completely different from the response to leopards. Leopards are threats from above. Lions are threats on the ground. From above, the troop observes. They call loudly so the lions know they've been detected. In the hunting world, losing the element of surprise means losing the greatest advantage. The lion pride passes without stopping. To lions, baboons and trees aren't priority targets, but young ones on the ground are different. One lioness separates from the pride, lying hidden in tall grass near where the troop gathers to drink. She's been observing, and she's waiting for a young one to stray. A young baboon runs farther than the others. The lioness charges. Faster than any reaction can intervene. The young baboon has no chance. The troop reacts immediately but doesn't approach. They know lions aren't leopards. A lion's strength and speed on the ground don't allow that. A 130-kilogram lioness on open ground isn't an opponent the troop can effectively surround. They know this. But baboons don't forget. Research documents that this species can remember individuals of other species, especially those that have harmed the troop. The next day, Limpopo River. The troop comes to drink along their familiar route. Below the murky water, crocodiles wait for careless prey. In the troop, young ones typically drink at positions closest to shore. But riverbanks don't always allow ideal formation. A young baboon bends to drink. In an instant, the water erupts. No warning, no prior sound. A technique refined over millions of years. No chance for the young baboon. Nile crocodiles with bite force around 5,000 psi and reflexes under 0.1 seconds leave no gap. The troop remains at the water's edge. A few males just watch and roar. That behavior doesn't change the outcome, but shows social structure doesn't easily dissolve after loss. Then they leave. Order is re-established in heavy silence. Ahead still lies grassland, where risk and opportunity always coexist. A week later, the lioness pride returns, bringing 2 cubs about 6 weeks old. When the mothers leave to hunt, the 2 lie beneath low tree cover. Baboons discover this before we realize. From the tree branches, the lion mothers have gone far. 2 lion cubs lie alone. What follows is neither pure predation nor defense. Researchers call it redirected accumulated aggression, a complex social response. A male baboon picks up the lion cub, not frantically, just carries it and gradually climbs higher. The cub is completely helpless in this situation. At that height, the lion cub cannot survive a fall. A 6-week-old skeletal system isn't strong enough to withstand impact from over 15 meters. The lion mother returns quickly, roaring beneath the canopy. But climbing isn't her capability. Vertical distance is an absolute limit. The male baboon looks down and releases his grip, a behavior documented in primate studies in South Africa as a form of redirected, accumulated aggression. He leaves by another route, not looking back. The troop regroups and continues moving. No ceremony, only cold continuation. In nature, good and evil don't exist. Only strategies selected through evolution, shaped by social memory and survival pressure. Chakmanda baboons still maintain large populations, but shrinking habitat and increasing urban conflict pose new challenges. When dusk falls, they climb the tallest acacia trees, choosing height as their shield. Tomorrow repeats, like every survival cycle. Afternoon sunlight illuminates the Serengeti grasslands. Dry grass glows golden under temperatures of 35 degrees Celsius, a typical day in the heart of Africa. Here, every meal must be contested. Predator and prey, robber and robbed. The line between success and failure is very fragile. Two predator species are about to collide. One side is a warrior with deadly weapons. One side is an opportunistic thief who will claim victory. This is the story of an unexpected encounter, when a plan to steal prey becomes a battle to the death, when instinct decides survival. The secretary bird is one of Africa's most unique birds of prey. They stand over 1 meter tall and have a wingspan of nearly 2 meters. The name comes from the black feathers behind the head, resembling quill pens tucked behind a secretary's ear in olden times. But this bird is anything but gentle. They hunt snakes, large lizards, rodents, insects, but venomous snakes are their favorite. They have a unique hunting technique: kick prey to death. Long legs, sharp curved talons, specially developed leg muscles. A kick can generate force of nearly 20 kilograms, enough to crush the bones of venomous snakes. Serval, also called grassland wildcat, smaller than spotted leopards but larger than house cats. They weigh about 9 to 18 kilograms. The largest ears in the cat family relative to body size, superhuman hearing, can hear mice moving underground. Long legs, highest leg-to-body ratio in the cat family. It can jump up to 3 meters high and achieves a hunting success rate of about 50%. But today, the serval isn't hunting. It's seeking opportunity, stealing prey from others, conserving energy, increasing survival efficiency. The secretary bird has just found a snake. Puff at her. Venomous, dangerous, but to the secretary bird, this is a good meal. The snake rears its head, opens its mouth threateningly, ready to inject venom. But the secretary bird has faced such situations countless times. A kick shoots out lightning fast. Precise, strikes the snake's head directly. It writhes violently, but isn't dead yet. Another kick, then another. The snake lies motionless. The secretary bird bends down to check the prey. Victory is clear, but in the grass, another is watching silently. The serval presses itself flat to the ground. It moves slowly, each step separated by several seconds. No sound. Every movement is calculated. It weighs options quickly. The bird is taller, heavier, and has extremely powerful legs. But that fat snake is a valuable protein source. It steps slowly forward, not to hunt the bird, but to steal the prey, a familiar tactic of an opportunistic hunter. The secretary bird reacts immediately. Defensive instinct flares. It clamps the snake tightly in its beak and won't let go. This prey belongs to it. It spreads its wings nearly 2 meters wide, creating a large visual wall. The goal is to make the cat back down, a familiar defensive tactic. The serval backs away a few steps, but doesn't leave. It circles slowly, eyes still locked on target, patiently waiting for a moment of vulnerability. It lunges again, testing the bird's powerful legs. Claws touch wing feathers, but still not enough to steal the snake. The snake falls to the ground, but the conflict has now gone beyond food. No longer a dispute over prey. This is a battle. The secretary bird unleashes the first kick, lightning fast. Nearly 20 kilograms of force in an instant, misses the cat's head by just a few centimeters. The serval dodges quickly. Reflexes of a born hunter. It lunges, trying to bite the bird's knee joint to neutralize the dangerous legs. The bird jumps back. Second kick hits the cat's shoulder. Not strong enough to cause serious injury, but enough to cause pain. An accurate kick could shatter the serval's jaw, ending its hunting ability forever. Therefore, the cat must strike very fast and precisely. The serval lunges again, this time lowering its body. It pounces on the secretary bird's chest area. Claws dig deep, pulling the bird down. The secretary bird struggles violently. Wings beat on hard, creating wind currents that send dust flying. It tries to kick, but the serval has latched too close for the strike to be effective. The battle lasts about 3 minutes, consuming enormous metabolic energy. Both are breathing heavily, but neither side will let go. The serval changes tactics. It seeks the bird's neck position. This is the cat family's familiar killing technique, the suffocating bite. The secretary bird senses danger. It struggles to escape, but the cat's weight presses heavily. Wings no longer have space to swing. The serval seizes the bird's neck. Fangs sink deep, not piercing completely, but clamping tight. The goal is to cut off oxygen. Time decides life and death. The bird lies on the ground, wings spread wide on the dry earth. It's still alive, but no longer has strength to continue fighting. The cat still holds the bird's neck tight. It doesn't loosen. The struggling weakens with each second, each breath, until the body is motionless. After about 5 minutes, all movement ceases. The warrior has fallen. The opportunist wins, not through strength, but through tactics. The serval releases the bird. It's exhausted. Victory has come, but the price is very high. Energy expended equivalent to many days of normal hunting. It doesn't eat the bird. Instead, it drags out the snake, the original meal, the reason for the conflict. It eats hurriedly before others appear. 15 minutes later, vultures land. They clean up what remains. Here, nothing is wasted. The cycle continues. Prey stealing is common behavior in Africa. Hyenas steal from leopards. Lions steal leopard kills. Survival becomes more difficult. But this behavior is full of risk. About half the time, the thief gets injured, 1/5 end in death. The price to pay is very high. Climate change makes food sources scarcer. Competition increases. Prey theft occurs more frequently. Mortality rates also rise. Both servals and secretary birds are species that need conservation. Their numbers are declining as habitats increasingly shrink. As the sun sets over the Serengeti, the grassland gradually quiets again. The cat has left. Vultures have flown away. Only traces of battle remain on the sand. In the harsh reality of the African bush, the line between hunter and prey is always fragile. The thief can become the executioner. No heroes, no villains, only creatures trying to survive by any means and any tactics possible. And in the silence of the Serengeti night, one law still silently operates. Nature doesn't judge. Nature only selects. The wiser one, the luckier one, the one still alive.